They're clones. And each
Oh.
one is the real one.
Oh,
Okay.
can't touch him.
Infinity. It's Achilles and the tortoise.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny, this is my beautiful wife Montana, this is a Distracted Waddles, that's Rue, and Hogarth's right here.
Today we're going to be reacting to Season 2, Episode 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen, Hidden Inventory 2.
Right now, Gojo and Geto are under attack and defending themselves. What are your thoughts before we jump into another episode of this arc?
I think I'm looking forward to seeing kind of where young Gojo's power was exactly, just so we can kind of tell where his trajectory is going.
I'm also wondering where things go wrong between him and Geto, and hopefully we get to see that in this arc. And if you're excited for this episode, make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below for episodes coming every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. Alright, are we excited for episode 2 of Season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Absolutely.
Alright, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
Making tea while you're... What is that sound?
I thought this was the sound he was making while he made tea.
Yeah, it's excruciating.
Like, yeah.
It's just one of the people trapped by his curse, I guess. One of them.
God, why is it looking like that?
Ugh.
I don't like that.
Quit being a curse user. Of course, I'll quit you too. I know. I'll go back to the countryside and farm rice.
Huh?
I know you can hear me.
As if a curse user could cut it as a farmer.
Huh.
I swear I'm gonna do it. Don't forget that Bayer's on this job too. He's Q's strongest combatant. He'll
Yeah,
destroy you and
Q's the
these
other
cousins.
organization.
This the Bayer you're talking about?
Did Gojo just totally fuck him?
Selfie.
Oh no.
That's him.
Dang.
Yeah, of course Gojo had no issues.
No.
And all the boats are off at once. From the inside, we have numbers 1, 2, 4, 5, 3, and 6 starting the race.
I think this is Fushiguro.
They're all with a beautiful straight shot.
And just what are you doing after suddenly disappearing on me?
Yeah.
Just trying to get some more money.
Boat racing.
That's gonna be hard to do since you've never picked a winner. What about your job?
I'll give it a rest. You're making it seem like I'm unemployed or something.
Reminds me of Megami.
That's because you are.
I'm going up against the Gojo clan's kid. I wouldn't be able to do anything if I just popped up in front of him. I have to wear him down a bit using some idiots first. Go do your own damn job.
I already did, dumbass. What in the world were you thinking? Letting go of the entire deposit.
I told you I need to wear him down. Don't worry, all that money's gonna come back to me. Just like it will with this race.
Number 6 crosses the line first. Number 1 finishes next. Following them in third is number 2. In fourth is number 4. In fifth is number...
You're not the kind of guy who's cut out for making easy money.
Huh.
I'm counting on you.
So what do you do with the rest of the money?
Killer.
Dang, he's like built.
Almost forgot.
Sorcerer, what did he say? Sorcerer
Killer.
So he's like a bounty hunter.
Almost forgot. How's Megumi doing?
He took his wife's name. Is that his son?
Who's Megami?
What? He doesn't even remember
Interesting.
Megami somehow?
Was it that, or was he pretending not to know?
Maybe.
If he was pretending, it was good acting, because it did seem genuine.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to commit to that.
God, I love this intro. Yeah, Fushiguro's ripped. Like this shot.
Oof.
Should we get her to a doctor?
It's times like this I wish I could use reverse cursed energy like Shoko can.
Yeah, that's impossible. I can't understand a word she says when she's talking about it.
You go few, then hyoi. Few, hyoi. Do you guys get it yet? You've got no talent for this.
So is this like the vessel that has the star or plasma or whatever? That like the guy's gonna absorb? Dang.
All right.
You scum! If you think that you're gonna kill me, you better be ready to die first!
I don't think that was the plan, but
Please calm down, Rico.
Kind of is.
You have it all wrong. You're not members of the group that attacked you earlier.
And what's up with those crazy bangs?
I think the plan is for her to be absorbed by this guy with the Eternity Curse technique. Whoa.
Everyone, please stop what you're doing!
Kuroi!
Young lady, these men happen to be our allies.
Kuroi, what are you riding on top of?
Oh, this thing? It's thanks to Crazy Bangs.
it's weird.
Could you please not call me that?
Crazy bangs.
This brat is a lot more aggressive than I expected her to be. Here I
Dang.
was trying to figure out how to be considerate, thinking she'd be more sentimental about the whole assimilation thing.
So what's the assimilation mean? Like, does she die or just her star plasma gets
Tengen
removed
is
from her?
the same as me. Just the same as I am also Tengen. Some might mistake assimilation for death, just as you two did. But believe
That's
me,
what I was
there's a
thinking.
big difference.
Okay.
I may appear to become Tengen through the assimilation, but by the same token, Tengen will also become me. It will be my will and my heart. My soul will live on after the assimilation.
Oh.
You changed your home screen?
Isn't she hot?
Listen!
Probably aren't very popular with that attitude.
I am very popular at school. Oh, school. Kuroi, what time is it?
It's almost noon, but I think going to school might...
I said I'm going, and I'm going.
You don't need school anymore. Okay, so that kind of cleared it up. Apparently, they're supposed to be the same in a way, so they're going to combine into one person.
Combine and fuse, and that's the assimilation.
Yeah, so she won't die. They'll both be Tengen.
Okay.
Huh? I'm sure it's a lot safer to head back to Jujutsu High.
I want you to head back here too, but this is an order from Tengen. He said to fulfill all of Rico Amanai's demands.
Lax upbringing at its finest.
Don't be like that, Satoru. Despite what she thinks, after the assimilation, she'll live life as Tengen, her new home, the deepest floor of Jujutsu High. She won't be able to see her friends, family, or anyone who's precious to her ever again.
Yeah,
That
why
kind
is
of
she...
seems like dying a little bit.
Yeah, I think she's just not looking at it that way in a way.
Do what she wants.
Yeah, me too.
After all, that's part of our mission.
Yeah, they've been ordered.
Rico doesn't have
Yeah,
any
all right.
family left. They died in an accident when she was very young. I've taken care of her ever since. I'd like her to have as much time as she can with her friends.
So then that means you're her family.
So Geto seems so nice here. It's weird.
Suguru.
Yeah.
How are the cursed spirits you sent to watch over her?
Oh, them. I just wish I was able to share my senses with them like May is able to do. But they'll let us know if anything unusual happens. Satoru, go find Rico right now.
Huh?
2 have been exorcised.
Oh, somebody took out the spirits with her.
Okay.
This will be an important match to help us find out. Now, the fifth race, the one all eyes are focused on, is about to begin.
So Fushiguro is like a gambler in a way, it seems.
Yeah. But not very good at it. Ooh.
Yeah, so that's the contract Fushiguro is operating off of. Ah, different middle thing.
Very interesting.
She has music this period.
Satoru, you take the chapel. Kuroi, take the music room. I'll deal with the 2 unknowns.
Got it.
I told you not to follow me! I don't want my friends to see you, you stalkers!
I'm sorry. I even asked her to please text us when she was on the move.
This is exactly why I told her to stay where we could see her. Ugh, that brat.
And they're off. Numbers 1 and 2 make a good start. Favoring the inside.
What are you talking about? They didn't go back to Jujutsu High? Oh well, lucky me. Now the ones drawn to the bounty will be reasonable fools instead of just fools.
Are you sure?
About what?
The bounty is the 30 million deposit that the Star Religious Group already paid.
Oh, he
If they
put the
kill
bounty
Star
out.
Plasma vessel, the deposit is gone.
And worst case, you might not get the full reward. They might start saying they should have posted a bounty from the start, instead of hiring you.
Don't worry, Satoru Gojo is with the girl. He has the 6 eyes and the limitless technique, the first in centuries to have both. So nobody's killing that vessel.
Oh, wow.
As long
Yeah.
as he's hanging around.
So he's got the 6 eyes and the limitless right now.
Which is unprecedented.
Yeah. I thought that he was going to get the 6 eyes or something. That's why he would wear the blindfold more. But he is wearing the glasses, I guess.
Well, who really knows?
He's managed to take the lead twice now.
For now, we'll leave the bounty up for another 47 hours or so. And meanwhile, we'll let the money
47 hours or so.
Gojo and the sorcerers with him.
So he's just hiring a contract to wear down Gojo.
Okay.
Hey! Hey, hold it right there!
You sure you want to do that?
Yeah. Whoa.
Never mind. Of course, they won't be able to kill the star plasma vessel, so they're working for free.
It's a good thing you put that time limit on it. The curse users are quickly flocking to them.
That's not the only reason.
Oh.
Just talking to myself.
Gross.
What's this? Number 3 just lost his balance, and number 2 is passing him.
I'll be heading out there soon enough. Things are developing faster than I expected. Just make sure you get that 30 million.
Don't be ridiculous. This wasn't your average anonymous message board. There are posting fees, handling
Sorry,
fees,
signal's
and...
dropping.
Hey, wait!
Huh.
That bastard.
Oh, that uniform!
As soon as he saw my uniform, he expected fighting multiple opponents and set Shikigami in front and behind. He's experienced.
No catalyst? That cursed energy.
That's gotta be so scary.
Could it be curse manipulation?
Yes, that's correct.
Yep.
Consider living a long life comes
You
with
got
a number
it.
of perks.
Well, I'm not
calling
sure
him
if
old.
the perks outweigh the problems. After all, it costs a lot of money to stay alive. His curse technique is stronger than mine. However, he thinks just like a typical Shikigami user. Had his youth on top of that, and I can tell exactly what he's thinking about the whole time. Types like him never step forward themselves. Close combat is his weakness. Plus, he thinks that a Shikigami user like me would never dare to get close enough to fight him. He's someone who hates close combat, and yet he isn't wary of it. A type like him is the easiest to kill.
Looks like you're very busy strategizing. But there's no point.
Oh.
Whoa.
New plan?
I think he just pulled out another one.
Who are just decoys to throw me off?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Now, that leaves one more.
Oh.
He got out of the
Just
way.
kidding. I can't believe that didn't break any glass.
What?
Oh. A Shiba Inu?
Why did we become a cute Shiba Inu all of a sudden?
Huh? Tasuke?
Oh.
Is that you, my sweet Tasuke?
No,
My
he's not
parents spent
using
all
that.
their time and money on my well-behaved little brother.
No.
They thought that I was creepy because I told them I could see the unseen. Tasuke was my one and only friend who spent time with me without any such fear.
Oh, no.
He's about to just get bodied.
I see now.
Dang.
Light flashed before my eyes.
Oh.
Lured me in.
Of course,
He's
I did.
got...
You were itching to get in close to me that whole time, right?
Holy
Those were
crap.
leading to
Jesus
victory will always jump at
Christ.
the shortest route to success. Now tell me, are you with Q or the Star Religious Group?
Kind of neither. Because Fushiguro put up the bounty, so...
Yeah, right?
Such an interesting strategy. Be hired as a bounty hunter and use your money you've been given to create another bounty. Just to wear down your people before you go after them.
Right.
Rico, you have a boyfriend? Oh, he's a cousin, just a cousin! Hey, mister! Take off your sunglasses!
Stop the posing.
Getting carried away! Alright,
everyone, quiet down. This is disgraceful.
You know you're curious about him too, teacher. Yeah, totally.
Even if you are a relative, you can't just barge in.
Oh, please forgive me. It was a family emergency. Sorry.
Okay, then here's my phone number.
It's fine.
His phone number.
Yeah.
You don't get many chances to meet men in this school.
All right.
What a fascinating group of classmates you have. Curse users are attacking. Figure out the rest on your own.
I'm floating in air?
Oh my goodness.
I guess with Limitless.
They're just running.
Yeah. Or is he just holding her?
You want your friends caught up in this, do you?
Is that the 30 million? Is the guy with her another sorcerer? I bet he's her bodyguard too.
That's
What
a
sweet
shitty
deal.
telescope.
30
Oh.
million for killing a kid who's not even a sorcerer? Maybe I'll have eel tonight. Food always tastes best after killing someone.
Are you from the
Gross.
Star Religious Group? The members from Q wear even weirder outfits than you do.
You're rookie. If you're killing someone, do it without talking.
What is she gonna do?
Slow.
Kill him without talking, hopefully.
Mission already failed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh,
Dang!
all right.
I
Get
swear
it?
every anime uses that same sound effect for getting hit there.
Or I'll kill you.
Whoa.
What's this?
Nice.
My, aren't you a strong one?
Hmm.
Where's Rico?
She left the school a little while ago with Gojo.
Then we should probably be heading that way too.
So that really was the 30 million earlier.
Whoa.
Whoa.
A Shikigami?
No, it's not quite the same thing as a true Shikigami. Hey, you still there?
Is there a $30 million bounty on Amanai's head?
Yeah, it was posted on an underground site for curse users.
Whoa.
Yikes.
It expires in 2 days at 11
This guy can duplicate
Well,
himself.
things make sense.
I count 1, 2, 3, 4. They all look exactly the same.
Good counting.
And to think Jujutsu sorcerers are short-handed all year round. If you're looking to change jobs, we'll welcome you, old man.
Nah, public employment ain't easy work either. Just hand over that kid and everything will be fine.
One more! There's 5!
First, tell me this. What's so great about her?
What? These pulled him in with Limitless? What?
What did you just do?
They're not disappearing!
They're not Shikigami, they're clones. And each
Oh.
one is the real one.
Oh.
Okay.
What the hell?
Can't touch him.
Infinity. It's Achilles and the tortoise.
Nah.
Read a book, your stupid is showing.
Oh.
Your technique allows a maximum of 5 clones, including the original. And you're always free to decide which of the clones is the main body. So if your main clone is in danger, you just make a new main body clone that's safe.
Oh.
I'll admit it's a nice technique, but even with it, I still don't understand why you're so weak.
Dang.
If the clone is destroyed, do you have to wait to produce a new one?
How do you know what my technique is?
Unfortunately for you, I have real good eyes.
Yeah, those 6 eyes. What does that do?
It's sort of like a convergent series of infinite numbers. Anything that approaches me grows slower and slower, and ultimately, it fails to ever reach me. When I
Oh.
amplify my limitless technique, I get what you might call a negative natural number. Doing so sucks everything around into that space, like you saw.
Oh.
Though it's surprisingly inconvenient. I can't create too large a reaction near myself, or I start worrying about the vectors. And then controlling the cursed energy just becomes a real pain in the you-know-what, and I don't mean bad. Basically, it's all super exhausting.
Oh my god.
That's
Wow.
all just the proper operation of the technique. Protect your head.
Whoa. His powers are just cooler by the second.
Yeah.
This one is the divergence of infinity. My reverse curse technique. Now, right.
Oh.
Huh?
I failed!
A lot just happened.
I really thought I was gonna be able to do it that time.
So that wasn't on purpose.
So he couldn't, everything he did was on purpose, except he couldn't get the red.
He tried to do the red thing and that didn't work.
Yeah, but he was explaining like limitless, and so the eyes allow him to intake like an infinite number of information, like numbers, which is, I'm assuming, just like calculations of what's going to happen and when.
Mm-hmm.
And if he uses enough of it, he can essentially create an imaginary negative number that causes everything to be pulled in rather than repelled, like limitless.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like the inverse.
Yeah. Wow, his power has so many applications.
Very cool.
I thought that somehow in this arc he was going to get more powerful, and like we were going to see him like ascend to become this more powerful being, but it seems like he already has all this stuff. I mean, he couldn't get the red to work though.
Yeah, so that's they're setting up like, all right, this is he's such a powerful character. You'd think he has nowhere to go, but
he's got a little more.
Here is the direction he has to go.
Yeah, like he's so casual.
Yeah.
Oh. It's from Kuroi. Oh no! Kuroi has been...
Oh.
Did Geto do that?
Oh.
Who did that?
We got some more betta fish.
My God, there's so many things happening.
That was overwhelming.
That was a lot of information to intake. Wow. Well, that's where we're left for this episode. And I want to say preemptively, if anybody's like, well, you were talking when they said something, I will be combing over this to make sure we understand it. So no worries there. But for now, that's where we're left for this episode.
Satoru, you really worked hard this time.
Did he release his technique?
I never want to get stuck again babysitting some kid.
Huh?
Oh.
They were waiting till the moment he released his technique. What are your first thoughts?
Wow, great episode. I'm hung up on what that red thing could be. What was the red thing?
Well, the red we saw was his reverse curse technique, and when he combined red with something blue, that made hollow purple. But
why didn't the red work, and what are the specifications, and why? Just the way that he responded to that not working was not necessarily how I would expect someone so powerful to respond to something in their arsenal not working.
Clearly he wants to figure out how to be even more powerful.
Yeah.
But interested to learn more about that technique and every technique he has, because he has a lot of them. But that's where we're left for episode 2 of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they're all posted to Patreon in their extended full-length forms. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our incredible Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions after every episode we watch and support us as creators, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Ashton asks, what are your thoughts on the further explanation of Gojo's limitless technique? When he explained it to Gojo, I personally didn't quite get it then, way back when, but felt the secondary example cleared things up for me. Did it have the same effect on you? In addition, why do you suppose he couldn't use the technique reversal red at this point compared to easily doing it later in his life?
Yeah, I thought that was really, really interesting. I mean, I might just be pulling this out of nowhere, but like red has like the longest wavelength of any light and purple is the shortest, and then blue is kind of in the middle. So maybe it's like more difficult the longer the wavelengths get. I don't know. I'm just spitballing.
I just know that he had to make the red to make the purple, so therefore purple has to be a further thing after red.
Part of it? Okay. I mean, maybe he was just maxed out after that big of an exertion.
Yeah, speaking to the limitless thing, I think that it did clear up a lot of things. I need to rewatch that sequence a little bit, but it made clear like why he was able to anticipate what that guy's curse technique was because he's just intaking a ton of information with also his eyes. So I'm guessing the 6 eyes technique allows him to like just intake more information, and the limitless brings him that information. So he's just kind of a powerhouse mentally and curse technique wise. So the clarification of his powers made sense, but why he can't use red, I think because there's a distinct difference between wearing glasses and wearing the blindfold he wears. Somehow that makes me think he gets even more powerful to the point where he's like, I need to completely cover my eyes to make it so that I'm not getting overwhelmed by information all the time.
Yeah.
So I think that there's got to be some sort of even more advancing of his power that makes Red possible, but right now he just isn't in a place where he can do all that stuff, and he gets maxed out before he can use it. Would be my guess.
That makes sense.
But I'm not entirely sure, but I just want to hear more about his powers and see him do more, because that was awesome. Let's go to our second question. Question 2, Addie asks, what are your thoughts on Riko's desire to go to school and continue her normal routine, even though she knows she doesn't have much time left?
I mean, it definitely seems counterintuitive from the perspective of someone who's not ever been in a life countdown type situation, but I am really interested in the mentality of people who are in those situations, and it does seem to be a pretty common response to just seek out normalcy.
Yeah. It's odd that she's so at peace with it.
What else are you gonna do? Ruin
be like,
the rest
I
of
don't
your
want
life?
to become assimilated, be against it, rather than it'll be fine. But I just kind of want to go to school for now. Maybe she's kind of in denial a little bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, you can accept something without liking it or being happy about it. You can just say, okay, I know that this is gonna happen, so I'm gonna live the rest of the time I have not being bothered by the inevitable.
Yeah, maybe that is it. Maybe she's just trying to make the most of the time she has. It is kind of sad to think they're yep, she's going to spend the rest of her life on the bottom floor of Jujutsu High. That's just
yeah,
dang, that's a pretty bad way to go. So I just wonder the disconnect. Maybe they haven't told her everything, or I don't know. Or maybe she's been sort of fibbed to that she's going to maintain some level of consciousness. I don't know. It's interesting to see that she's so okay with it in a way.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be killed, but she's okay with assimilation.
I would like to know more about kind of the timeline of when she found out, what exactly she found out, and how they did they sit her down and tell her everything the second they found out, or did they tell her a little bit and then a couple weeks later gave her more information? What was the strategy for how they informed her of her situation? Because I feel like that's going to impact the way I think about the way she's acting now.
Yeah, we'll see what exactly that is, but let's go to our final question. Final question. Omi26 asks, question, what do you think about the Sorcerer Killer? What will be his ability since he earned such a nickname?
I'm so interested to see kind of just what his deal is in general.
Presumably Megumi's father, I think.
Yeah, I mean, some relation.
Yeah, because he was asked about him, but he was like, who's that? And if he is his father, we learned from last season that he was sold to the Zenin clan by his mom and dad.
Yeah, not a great parental relationship going on there.
Yeah, I mean, the guy was a gambler, so maybe he just lost all their money.
I mean, there's a difference between being a gambler and losing all your money, and being a gambler and losing all your money and then giving away your kid to fix
Selling your kid. It's even worse. I'm imagining him running to the end of his money and being like, I have this kid.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
No, 100%.
Yeah, but his powers, the Sorcerer Killer,
The Sorcerer Killer, that's pretty intense
if
and
you're
dramatic.
Maybe his curse techniques are specifically for attacking sorcerers rather than just attack potency. Maybe...
Yeah, more skill specific.
Yeah, or maybe it's the stronger the enemy's curse technique, the stronger he gets type thing.
Oh, interesting. Or the technique is an inverse situation where it's specifically for battling very powerful people.
That's what I'm thinking, because why else would they seek him out to take on Gojo? Because the thing is, he's so certain that Gojo's going to absolutely destroy all these people. I feel like he's just wearing him down so that then his technique where he can somehow match his power will kick in, and then he'll be able to stand a chance.
Yeah.
It's just he's got a weird approach to things, but
very weird.
Yeah, he's definitely he's physically imposing. He is shredded and huge. That guy was like, hey, you spilled my ramen. He just squatted and looked at him and then got up. That was, he's intimidating.
And Gojo really isn't.
Gojo isn't intimidating?
Not physically, no.
Not physically, yeah.
Yeah.
But in that fight they had with the bad guy, he was I would say that was extremely intimidating.
Oh,
he was
100%. I just mean if you didn't know anything about the show or just anime in general, and you showed Gojo next to Fushiguro, it wouldn't seem like it was going to be a close fight.
Yeah, that's true. And we'll see if they end up battling. But the other thing is Geto, he absolutely punched the crap out of somebody.
Yeah, what the
so
fuck?
Clearly they have some good hand-to-hand combat training. And we saw Gojo in Jujutsu Kaisen 0 absolutely destroying somebody with punches. So maybe his ability will help him in that way, but I'm interested to see what Fushiguro's technique is exactly and how he earned that nickname. But that is where we're left for episode 2 of season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. We're excited for episode 3.
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.